Attention to all village residents, please evacuate immediately. This is an emergency. I repeat, evacuate now.
Commander, the mist's rolling in faster than we expected. Cryospore levels are rising, and some of our men, Bravo team, they haven't come back. They're still out there.
Copy. Trying to reach them now. Bravo team, this is command. Report your status. Over.
We're under attack. It's the flesh drudges, hundreds of them coming from the trees. We can't...
Bravo team, respond. That's an order. Do you read me?
Sir, are they gone?
I don't know. Keep scanning the frequency. Maybe someone made it out.
Sir, what do we do if the mist reaches us?
Pray it doesn't.
Hey, quiet. Look over there. That flesh drudge. It's processing a soldier's corpse, breaking down tissue, absorbing it. And the others? Looks like they're carrying harvested material in their graft sacks too. Let's follow them. They're heading toward the cryo-seep hive, and now they're offering the material to the digestive maw. Here's how it works. They feed on biomass, from corpses, living hosts, rotting plants, inorganic matter, and even the remains of their own kind, flesh drudges and next hosts. This biomass enters the digestive maw, where it's broken down into a substance called nutrient gel. That gel fuels their metabolism, circulating through hemocrypt flows inside their crypto veins. These flows are pumped continuously by an organ known as the Aussie heart. But that's not all. The excess nutrient gel is refined further, turned into a volatile semi-liquid known as substranium slurry. If left unchecked, this slurry can mutate on its own, birthing rogue growths or parasitic tumors. That's why it must be kept under constant enzymatic suppression. This substranium is the true seed of their horror. Cryo-seep can't produce bioforms directly, so it stores the raw material in its bioform bladder as pre-bioform. Once formed, flesh drudges waste no time. They haul the substranium straight to the node chamber via graft ports. See episode 4 for the mechanism. The node chamber's digestive maw is a semi-organ, unable to digest biomass. It relies entirely on substranium from the hive. And from here, the infestation begins. Brace yourself.
Bravo 7, do you copy? The cryospore levels are spiking. Get out of there. I repeat, retreat immediately.
Negative. I'm deep inside the forest, surrounded. Flesh drudges drove me off path. Had no choice but to push further in.
God damn it, Bravo 7. You need to move. That mist isn't just toxic, it's lethal. You don't have much time. Bravo 7, come in. Do you read me? Please respond.
Staying too long in this zone will kill you. The node chamber produces an immense amount of cryospore mist, filling the surrounding area with dense, ghostly fog. To support such massive cryospore output, the node chamber must receive an equally massive supply of substranium. This also includes obtaining condensed hemocrypt from nearby hosts, just as discussed in the previous episode. See episode 4 for the full cryospore mechanism. Cryospore has an exceptionally low metabolic cost. That allows the node chamber to produce it in overwhelming volume. However, we've identified a critical metabolic formula known as harvest residuum. This means the hemocrypt condensed from the host must exceed the hemocrypt burned during cryospore secretion. Unfortunately, cryospore has low hemocrypt yield efficiency, which leads to a dangerous imbalance we've termed metabolic overburn, where more hemocrypt is burned than condensed, making the entire process inefficient and unstable. As a result, the node chamber constantly demands larger substranium inputs from the hive to offset these losses. You can already predict the formula. The greater the substranium mass processed in bulk, the less hemocrypt is burned per unit of bioform production. This optimization allows for sustained cryospore production, even when hemocrypt intake is limited. Thus, the hive lowers the overall metabolic cost by supplying vast amounts of substranium. And so, the flesh drudges come, wave after wave, delivering this volatile matter without end. But with every breath exhaled from the node chamber vent, something else, far more dangerous, begins to emerge.
Why is this area covered in flesh soil? What happened here?
No idea, sir.
Let's secure the area. Stay alert.
Yes, sir.
As you can see, that fog leaking from the node chamber's chimney, it's the same structure cryoseep hives have, only this time the mist isn't harmless. While cryoseep hives don't produce cryospore fog, this node chamber chimney does. It's a vent, a breathing and exhaling organ. But here's the twist. They don't breathe oxygen, not like us. Instead, they inhale microorganisms, bacteria, spores, to convert into raw material for bioconversion into substranium slurry. Sometimes, they even inhale aerosolized hemocrypt, residual chemicals left in highly infected zones. This chimney serves multiple functions: to inhale pheromones, hormones, and neural decay from both hosts and enemies, to exhale spores and biochemical fog using a structure called the spore spiral, where spores are ejected through the vent. Each spore isn't just a particle, it carries chemical signals. Here's what they do. Hemovoxin, a hormone that induces fear of infection, triggering paranoia and suspicion among teammates. Scent tag pheromone marks the host as part of the hive, making the infected feel safe around the cryoseep. Cognidampin suppresses critical thinking and self-awareness. Spore sleep hormone numbs the mind and weakens the immune system, rendering hosts unconscious or defenseless. These spores spread fast. Within days, flesh soil will start appearing on the ground, on corpses, on trees, even on buildings. The fog will thicken, visibility drops to nearly zero, and the corruption spreads. You'll see hemocrypt aerosol hanging in the air. You'll breathe it, even through filters. Radio signals? Jammed. Your gear? Degraded. Even anti-biohazard suits won't protect you for long. And the cryoseep? They thrive in this fog. Their movement becomes faster, more unpredictable, more alive. Stay alert, stay paranoid, because in this fog, your thoughts might not be your own. We were wrong. Some of the flesh drudges aren't just hauling biomass, they crush bones, pierce the corpses, and wrecked Carnorganica units, and drain their marrow. The harvested material is stored inside their graft sac, and then poured into the cryoseep's digestive maw, mixed together with biomass slurry. This material is called ossifragment, bone shards and marrow essence. Unlike biomass, ossifragments are pumped through internal channels called ossiveins, leading directly to the ossigrowth core, the skeletal construct of the Carnorganica. From there, ossifragment fuses with nutrient gel, triggered by a potent hormone, osteogrowth, muscle, exoskin, bone. They don't build their bodies, they grow them. Even the node chambers follow this same principle. And now, the cryoseep has grown, over 10 meters tall. But there's more. At the end of their metabolism, they bleed, This dark secretion is called necrobleed, a festering mix of graft failures, residual ossivines, defective substranium, expired bioforms, dead tissues, toxic overflow, excess metabolic fluid. All of it is funneled into the slough node, where it's filtered and sorted. Any reusable materials are rerouted. Excess hormones, semi-failed grafts, metabolic fluids, even leftover bioform slurry or bone residues are reprocessed through the digestive maw. But what can't be salvaged is ejected through a canal, the canal bile, gas, toxic sludge, chemical fog. It spills into the environment and it poisons everything. This isn't just an infestation anymore, it's an evolutionary siege, and it's only getting worse. And yet, we must stay alert. There's something else you need to know. This region, these outskirts, are filled with livestock. Most villagers here make their living as farmers and herders. We don't know what will happen to these animals once the spores reach them. But if you're thinking what I'm thinking, it's not going to be good.